Uh, Secure, sir. There you go.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. A lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. This is Derrick Henry, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes up.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to...
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Nifty running by Beckham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 25-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, LA! 2-2 Atwell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 14. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, he'll get this one complete to Atwell. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw again on second down, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here held in by Cup. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Going up top for Cup. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on.
Anybody playing that Gran Turismo 7? How that Gran Turismo 7 is?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
How is it, man?
To throw is Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
If you do what now?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the
that steering wheel better be
sometimes it's just
pretty accurate for a fucking car.
So you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't,
they better have blinkers on them motherfucking everything.
Maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And now here's another interception. Picked off here at the 32. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again is Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
Well, this game was decided a while ago.
You also get put around the road too, and break pads.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. To the air again, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Tannehill will throw out wide. That's complete. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
28, Titans 14. You got like a bounty or some shit, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought it was shit. Killing take the money and give it back. Take the money and give it back to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the Titans are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
And that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
Touchdown, Rams! Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Titans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Rams 35, Titans 21.
88 million is sold out of the club.
Set now to kick this one away,
This one's
and
sold
off
out.
it goes.
You talking about all the offloading all the shit
Set
at
to
one
begin
time?
their next drive, the Rams offense
Yeah, I've
at
done
the
that
line.
before.
And a few kneel downs should just
everything all
about
the way
do
up.
it. Now, defensively, they do have all three
Yeah.
timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stafford going to throw it. Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.
So we gotta go to the office.
That must be rocking when the motherfucking shoe releases these. Them niggas breaking doors down and everything.
They raffling. Yeah. That's why I got them the New Balance.
What's up? What's up?
How much you getting for though? You got them for
200. Wow, retail.
430 and shit, yeah.
Them guns is worth 500 now.
Yeah, where you get them from for 200?
From the downtown locker room.
Oh, okay, yeah, you caught them.
We stood in that long ass line, me and my homeboy Eddie. And we was lucky to get ours because the nigga that was right behind us, he was looking for a size 11. They didn't have it. I was like, man, that's good, dog.
He should have got it. He should have got a 12.
He should have got something, yeah. He should have got something, and we could flip it.
Like, shit, all right, let me get a 12 then.
Right.
Fuck that. You got what? 11? All right, give me a 12.
Would you rock it or you would sell it?
I'm gonna rock them Jones. I'm put some newspaper in front of them. Say nah.
Like,
That's
go
what.
cheat your feet, man.
That's
Go
what. That's
cheat
what.
your feet.
That's what my aunt husband said. This nigga they did
Wear 2 socks. That's what
he
he said.
he from the country and they cleaned out this motherfucking apartment and the nigga whoever used to live there had a whole bunch of gators and shit in that joint.